Hey, says I'm live. I think I am live, and yes, I am. Hi everyone, my name is Just a Fungi. This is Just a Fungi Coins, and today, this live stream is a long time coming. It's something I've wanted to do since I've started the channel, and that's go through my chump change on a live stream. And it has been a good, I want to say, year since I've been through my chump change. I went through it when I first started going into coin collecting, and a year ago, I am not as experienced and advanced as I am now. So hopefully maybe I can find some W quarters in here. And actually, to be honest, there might be some wheat cents in here. My wheat cent jug sits right next to my chump change here. So on the off chance there is a wheat cent in here, it's something I misplaced. To go through my chump change, I'm going to put it all in my trusty coin sorter. It's basically the penny thing because I'm using that for something. But there might be like 5 or 6 pennies in here tops. So, found my first wheat cent. 1958D. And I have that in my coin book, which I think you've all seen my coin book. Oh, where is my coin book? It's probably being covered up or hidden by something, but you'll see my coin book in due time. It's how am I gonna do this? Oh, I know exactly how I'm gonna do this. Go back a little bit, put this out, and all my coins are dumped. I'll give you a good view of what I'm doing here. And before you know it, one section is going to be filled, and I can look. And so far, 2 pennies have fallen out. 2 little pennies. I got a Lincoln cent and a really rough shake 2009. And when it comes to 2009s, I don't know if I'm going to keep collecting them. I have several of all 4 backs of the 2009s, but I suppose they're good enough to take out if they're good enough to take out of circulation and just hang on to. I don't know. The 2009 is a tricky one for me. If it's good enough to hang on to, maybe, but if it's a horrible example, put it back into storage. Or into circulation, I should say. And I probably can't do that in the next video I have planned, is going through all my finds and seeing if I can get rid of a few. I've already shown all my finds, so maybe that would just be trying to recycle and milk the views out of something, but I don't know. And bada boom, bada bang, first row filled. Normally I'd roll all these, but since I'm just looking, I don't think I'll find anything of the dimes. Well, I did find a penny that got mistaken with dimes, and it's a 1972 copper penny. What's next? It seems like when you overfill it, it's like a little overfilled. It jams up and clogs. It doesn't want to go. But once I organize and sort through a few. Did I just throw a wheat cent in there? Yes, I did. I threw. Oh shoot! I threw another wheat cent in there by mistake. There it is. This wheat cent is from the year 1934, so it's a pretty good wheat cent. Also, I sent a couple of rolls to Rob Fine's Treasure. He actually was the one that kind of got me more serious into coin collecting. I recently found one of his videos. Not recently, but I did find one of his videos when I was looking for just penny information on YouTube and history. That just was my beginning of my coin history, because I really didn't have anybody in my my family and my life that I knew about at the time who coin collected. I mean, since I started, I do have a buddy who coin collects with me, and you may even see him in future live streams if I do a coin roll hunt, which I've been doing. This has to be like my 10th, 11th, I don't know how many videos, and I haven't even done a coin roll hunt yet. I will do coin roll hunts. Due to COVID-19, my banks are closed down. The bank where you go inside is closed down. You can only go to the drive-thru, and the drive-thru can't handle penny boxes because they won't fit through the drive-thru. But once all this COVID, I don't want to call it nonsense, but it kind of is at this point. But once all that blows through and we all get back to normal, maybe I could do some more coin roll hunting. This summer, I'm hoping I can really do some more coin roll hunting and really get back into it. I find it interesting. During March, when the lockdown happened, all the banks and everything were closed. A few months went by, the drive-thrus were open again. And then over last summer, the bank was open 100%. But right around the time cold and flu season started, in my area, there was a little spike in COVID, and the banks closed down again. And not one of the drive-thru was open. So hopefully by next summer, everything's all reopened again, and I have high hopes. If you take a look at the vaccine production, and pretty much anyone who wants one can get one at this point, and states are starting to open up to 100%. So I'm positive by next summer we're all gonna get to as back to normal as it can get. We're never gonna be totally back to normal. This is too crippling. But I stayed perfectly healthy throughout this whole pandemic. My mother and father and siblings stayed healthy through this pandemic, and that's more than I could say for a lot of people. So to avoid talking about COVID-19 this whole time, I will get back to coins. And speaking of coins, I found a state quarter. It's a 2002 Alaska. Let's take a look at the quarters for W's. I don't think I have any W's, but quarters add up. One roll is $10 in quarters. Back when I first was looking at coin roll hunting, it amazed me how different $10 in pennies versus $10 in quarters really was. Oops. Oh, I looked through all of them anyway. There was nothing there. Hold on. Is that silver? No, that's not silver. But comes to my nickels, I don't hang on to the 64s. I suppose 1960 and older are good to hang on to. They may not necessarily be silver, but they're old. And older coins aren't getting any younger, more of them aren't being minted. Okay. More dimes. Okay. When it comes to my dimes, really I'm looking for a silver. And I would also want to say proofs, but proofs are also technically silver. Oh, and it looks like I got a comment I have to comment back to. Meme Hearts says, what kind of coins do you have for today? Well, I got a comment back. Nothing's... Oops. So far, I'm checking my chump change for anything valuable. Here we are. Not often I get a comment in my live streams, but when I do, I love it. I love any engagement in my live streams. It means people are watching my videos. And when it comes to people watching my videos, my views have actually been growing steadily since I've gotten into coins, and it's been nothing but good. So if you're watching now, thanks for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, doing all that good stuff. It's all the good stuff. Oh, and on top of here, let's just penny that can go back in there. All right. Okay, now I am wheat cent 51. Pretty common year, but it's a good wheat cent nonetheless. Oh, another wheat cent I found on the ground is a it was supposed to be the 1934 that I dropped earlier. Check my quarters. Quarters are getting full again. Another $10 in quarters. I'm 99% positive I don't have any W quarters. It's just, I know I don't have any W quarters, and it's pretty much just checking for silver at this point. Yeah, nothing here. And my nickels are not totally full yet, and my dimes are full, so might as well check all the nickels, the rest of the nickels, and the rest of the dimes while I'm at it. Yeah, speaking of nickel and dime in it, it's kind of what I'm doing. Speaking of Rob, I'm going to steal one of his catchphrases. It's dime time. And there is nothing here. There's a 1960 I could pull out. This 1960 is in pretty good shape, but I have quite a few of them. Then we could go back into circulation. I don't need every 1960s nickel, quarter, dime, penny, unless it's silver or extra valuable. Nothing silvery in this 10. Now $5. Dimes. Okay. Oh, this is not going. It's not going, but once it goes, you get a lot of coins at once. Come on, come on. Now it's going. All right. I don't know. The quarters are full, and now that the quarters are full, I can check the $10 in quarters that I have. This is my third roll, so this is $30 in quarters. Oh, and I got someone saying hi. My hand's kind of full of quarters, but I could probably type with one hand. Hi. Let's say Sarah Blue 229. Sorry if I butchered that. Hello. I hope to stay. I still have several coins to check. And if my live stream keeps it keeps getting bigger, I might even check my recents. Okay, nothing from my Indiana. It was an Indiana stick quarter. I pretty much, when it comes to collecting, it's pretty much American coins for me. But I do have my foreigns, and I have showed off my foreigns if you've watched any of my videos. Oh, it looks like my dimes are overflowing. Got $5 in dimes. Oh, or maybe even one or two more that fell down because it could have been a clog or something and they fell out when I removed it. 5. Oh, don't want to rattle the camera here by moving, but 5 in dimes. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this one looks good. This one could either be silver or just look dirty. And it's looking like I really can't see a date or a year. There's a bunch of gunk on the side. I would see the year. And I'm going to assume it's not silver because I'm thinking even when I checked this a year ago when I was kind of new at this, I knew what silver looked like. I definitely knew my copper pennies from my regular zinc-plated pennies. I was like trying myself how to do that. I was using that left and right. It's funny. I was at the grocery store today with my mom. She had to go out and get some groceries, and I decided to go with her just to get out of the house. And it doesn't matter where I am. I always look at the spare change, no matter if I can touch it or keep it or not. It could be in the little change donation bin, and I'm still looking at it. Oh, that's copper. Oh, that's a wheat cent. You can take me out of the coin collector world, but you can't take the coin collector out of me. Oh, hey, Ma. Okay. I'm live, so I'm not just recording. Okay, good night. That's my mom telling me my sister's going to bed. She, actually, today is, I think it's Saturday night. Last night, she spent the night at a friend's house. First time she's gotten to do that in a while. And from what I heard, they had a blast. I'm glad my siblings can do some fun stuff, especially in these times. Me being trapped in the house, I don't like, but I like when my siblings get to do things because they don't they don't get out of the house as often as normal kids would. Because I got two siblings that are homeschooled, and my other two siblings do online college, so they don't necessarily get to go out and go to public school and mingle with their friends like I did. Because in my family, I'm the only one who did kindergarten through 12 public school. And it was good for me, but my siblings love being homeschooled. And my mom is definitely learning new stuff every day. If somebody who was on the fence about it, or if you wanted to try it yourself, I highly recommend homeschooling. It's a wonderful thing. Nothing on the regular dimes. I see if I have anything in. Nothing in the regular nickels. And the rest of the quarters, I have way more quarters I don't know what to do with. I suppose if I didn't have a washing machine, I could use them for laundry. But I live at home, and I don't have to pay for my washing machine and quarters. I suppose one of the things that would be cool to do is own a laundromat or an arcade. That would be a good way to make some money. Not only do you have all the dollar bills, all the quarters and nickels and pennies and such items. And it took only about 20 minutes, but I did complete all my change. And I got 2 viewers, and I don't want to let you down, so I'll check to see if there's anything in my wheat sets. Put this back where it belongs. Speaking of pennies, I have a plan for this summer to penny a table. I think I'm probably going to go to like my local Goodwill or Salvation Army or something and try to find a piece of furniture I can penny. Because I have over $100 in copper pennies and I need something to do with them. Other than just spend them or save them, because it's something I've been wanting to do for a while now. Man, I gotta get more comfortable. Hope you don't mind me getting in a more comfortable position here, just lying down a little bit. Got my copper here. And I should be a little quieter because my sister is trying to go to bed. And I'll search 1 or 2, and then I think I'll wrap it up, because where I am right now, it is 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so it's a little later, and it's a little early, but it's not 10 o'clock. Back when my parents were watching the news for the first time, and this was a long-standing tradition, it's 11 o'clock, do you know where your kids are? And of course the right answer should be in bed, but my family, we're a late family. My sister, who's currently going to bed, goes to bed the earliest and is the most responsible. My mom and youngest brother are next, and then I'm usually the third one to go to bed. I usually go between midnight and 1 a.m. I at least get my 8 hours of sleep. So that's really all I could say, is I get my 8 hours and I survive. What can I say? Hopefully, I could get a little bit of audience engagement. What's your favorite coin ever? If you are into coins, I don't know if I have a favorite coin or not. And the favorite coin that I got could probably be my 1825 Coronet large cent that I found online for a super price. And I think I will just set these aside to avoid making as much noise as possible and put them away later. And I mostly got 40s and 50s common dates, it looks like. I actually sent a roll of wood cents to Rob from Rob Finds Treasure. Check him out. He's if you've been watching this whole time, I know I've said that he was the one that got me seriously into a coin collecting. And I haven't really looked through these ever. They're just wood cents that I found in one big dump. It was an epic score. My buddy and I coin collected with we got one day, and I haven't looked through them since. And I think the oldest that I saw that I sent Rob was 1939. Oh, it looks like you don't know much about coins, but so you don't have a favorite. Well, we all have our places of expertise, and I know not everyone's knows much about coins, and you know what? That's okay. You could be a total beginner. You may not know anything about coins, but it doesn't know if you don't know anything or if you've been collecting for years. You're always welcome at my channel, and I have some banners coming out, so stay tuned. And I think I may even do more history videos. Once my live stream is done, check out my other videos. I've done history videos on the penny, the nickel, the dime, the penny, the dollar, and the half dollar. I even did dollar coins 5 through 100. And yes, there was going to be a $100 coin. How crazy is that? A $100 coin. I have never before heard of a $100 coin. And the fact that I did the research to do that, it's like, when you do research on a subject you're passionate about, you really learn a lot. I guess maybe that's why I like doing research papers in high school. Because, I mean, I don't necessarily think I was passionate about the subject, but I guess just like doing the research and going online and an excuse to get on the computer at school was kind of fun. Because I always got to play cool math games in the library. Cool math games, go on Google Maps. I played a lot of Flash games, especially my senior year when I could just go down to the library and study hall and just not do anything because I was a senior on his way out. And when Flash died, it kind of pained me a little bit because I grew up playing those Flash games. And I even played one of the Papa's games. I think it was Papa's Bakery a few years back before I was doing coins on this channel. It was like my 10th video I ever created. Yeah. I don't really. So I do see something worth mentioning in my wheat cents. I'm seeing pretty much all common dates, and I do have a couple of early teens wheat cents in here, I think, and I do have a few, and they're all common dates. Common date wheat cents are common dates, no matter how old they are, so they're nothing to be excited about. But don't get me wrong, if I found a 1912 common date coin roll hunting, I would be ecstatic. And nothing would be as more pleasing as finding an Indian head penny in your penny hunts. Oh, I have not found an Indian head penny, but my buddy I coin collect with, he found an Indian head penny ender doing a coin roll hunt with his family. And if you don't know what they look like, I can show you. Just give me a second. My coin collection is over here. Where are my Indian heads? I can't seem to find them right now as of just looking. But take a look. I don't have the best camera in the world. I don't have the best camera in the world to show you through the plastic. I am actually trying to upgrade my camera because my channel has been growing steadily, and the more subscribers and views I get, the more I want to make my channel more presentable for the internet. So maybe the next video I do will be on a different camera. And the one time I thought I lost, I had the whole time. I could have. I thought I had lost this thing, but it was right in front of my nose the whole dang time. Well, now my coin thing has all four of its teeth. I kind of consider them teeth because you take one out and there's a gap. It kind of looks like it's missing a tooth. But they're just tubes. And I think I know how to make this a little easier. Do this. There. 50. And to be fair, it's a little more than 50 cents because I think that's a nickel right there. I didn't see that until like halfway in, and I was already dedicated. 1960 nickel. And I have quite a few of them, so I don't need to keep the 1960s because I do keep 1960 and older, but that was 1960 and a little bit of a rougher shape. When it comes to coins in a rough shape, it really determines whether or not I want to keep it. If you find an Indian head in a rough shape, I think it's worth keeping because it's an Indian head penny, and I stopped making those in 1909 when the Lincoln cent came to be. But when you find a wheat cent in a rough shape, it's to be determined whether or not you want to keep it. If it's a wheat cent with a rare date on it, or it's a proof or something like that, I'd say keep it. But if it's a common date like a 58 D wheat cent and it's a rough shape, throw it back. There's a lot of variables when determining whether or not to keep a coin. And the best variable is if your coin will hunting and you want to keep it, it's up to you. And the funny thing, I recently got rid of a bunch of bags of my birth year coins. I kept a whole bunch of pennies from my birth year, and I had well over, I think, $2 worth of my birth year in pennies. But I decided just to get rid of them because they really weren't worth all that much. And to give you a hint, my birth year coins have a wide AM, and none of them had the wide AM because the wide AM for that particular year is totally rare. And I knew I wouldn't have them. And here is an example of a wheat cent being in a rougher shape. It's got a bunch of corrosion, and stuff ain't just right on it. Actually, my book should be around here somewhere. And I know if you've watched my videos before, you have seen my Wheat Penny book. Just thinking about it, it could have been buried under my covers, but I do actually have something cool. I have, it's not necessarily a blanket, but it's like a nice like a tube blanket. I'm gonna put it on just to get a little warmer. And my mom actually made this for me when I was really young. Oops, I just knocked one of my plastic glove planets I have off the back here. Here it is. I'm all nice and warm now. And on cold nights like these where I am, you're definitely going to see this nice, cozy tube blanket more. But right now, let's just take it off my head. And if you hear that, let's see if we can see. I have a whole bunch of planets hanging up. When I first moved into this house over 16 years ago, I was real into planets and astronomy and stuff like that. So my mom bought those for me and hung them up. Those were the first things ever in my room. There's pictures and video of my room when it was just freshly painted with the blue that's on the walls, and the planets were hung up. That was before my bed was in here, before anything in my room was in it. And I do have a lot of stuff in my room. Some of the stuff necessarily isn't mine. I have blankets and stuff in my room my mom uses, because the positive about me being the oldest is I have my own room, but I also have to share it by having blankets and clothes that are not mine in it. And my other siblings share rooms. And it's to the point where I don't think I'm going to get another sibling, so I don't think I'll have to share a room. But you never know what the future holds. Just taking a look through the rest of the wheat scents here. I don't see anything. There is a 1950 that has been really slicked through the sides. Like somebody dragged it or scratched one of the sides and scratched it smooth, frankly. And I hate to make this noise, but it's got to get put away. So found my second steel scent. I actually have a whole roll of steel scents. These are just the ones that I found hunting. Back when I was first buying coins, because I thought I needed to, which I also still do buy coins. One of the first set of coins that I bought were my steel scents. I got my steel scents right here. And I'm missing a few from this because I put it up. Oh, speaking of penny book, here it is. I knew it had to have been under my little tube here. And I did put all the 3 steel scents that I needed in there, because I think you needed a 43D, S, and no mint mark. And I did have all of those. Might as well do that, because I think we can have 2 or 3 steel scents in here. Looks like I'm going on 40 minutes. This is one of my longer live streams. And it's not my longest. Check out my longest live stream. I was just playing around with my Yamaha keyboard. That was super, super fun. I highly recommend you check that out after I'm done here. And once I put everything away, I think I'm gonna say goodnight. Put this back. And make sure everything's put away properly. Okay, I'll put these back now. I think these are Wheaties. Not the cereal, the pennies. Put my steel sets back where they belong. And everything else I have on bed pretty much stays on it. You can't see it, but take my word for it. Well, I think I'm going to call it quits. It's currently 10:16 p.m. where I am, and I'm getting kind of tired. So if you enjoy my live stream, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to check out all my other videos. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and do all that wonderfully good stuff. Until next time, my name is Just a Fun Guy. This has been Just a Fun Guy Coins. And I hope to see you on my next video. You're sure to be here. Okay, Sarah Boo 229. If you're going to be here for my next live or my next video, I can't wait to see you. I will be seeing you then. So I'm going to leave on a high note. I'm signing off. Good night, YouTube. I'll see you in the morning. Bye.